Welcome back to the Kickin with KoolKard show. This is episode 198. Last week on 197, I had film director Antoine Allen come on the show. The guy is doing great work in the film industry. He has Lola 1 on Tubi. He has Lola 2 streaming on All Black and Amazon. He has Driving Force on Tubi. He has another Christmas movie coming out next year. So I'm telling you, be on the lookout for this guy. He's doing phenomenal work. Can't wait to work with him. We've even talked about that. Can't wait to work with this guy. Listen, when you see the quality, I'm telling you. I know there's a lot of things people are saying about Tubi, and that they got some movies on there, that whatever. But this guy, I'm telling you, quality work, y'all. All right, so make sure you go check out the episode. It is 197 streaming on my YouTube channel right now. All links are in the description if you want to get in contact with Antoine, if you want to follow him, if you want to watch his movies, it's all there. But tonight, I had Billy James coming on the show. He's a gospel hip-hop artist. He kind of fell ill under the weather, so he had to cancel. But, hey, listen, Billy, prayers up for you, man. Hope you feel better soon. Get well soon. Can't wait to have you on the show. I was definitely looking forward to having a conversation with you and building and just providing value for the viewers, man. So can't wait to see you back upright and feeling well. Like I said, throwing up some prayers for you, guy. And can't wait to see you on the show. But we're going to continue on tonight. Actually, it gives me an opportunity to do a recap. I love to do recaps because this is going to give you the opportunity to see a couple of my episodes all in one shot. So I grabbed some segments, just went back, grabbed some segments, deep conversations, just talking about an array of things. Gonna provide value, girl. It's gonna provide value. I'm just gonna say that. So definitely stick around, stay tuned. We're at 198, y'all. Racking them up, almost about to hit 200. I thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with me for almost 4 years. And I thank all of the guests that have come on the show. I cannot do it without you. I cannot do it without the audience, the viewers, everyone. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I am indebted to you. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. And you know where I'm at? Every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here, kicking it with someone cool, right here on the Kickin with KoolKard show. Yes, stay tuned. A lot of people hear the term working actor. You probably think, oh, you got to be on a sitcom, you got to be on a series, you got to be in these movies. And honestly, in reality, for the average actor, that's not reality most times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's not to say you can't be a working actor. And my good brother Lester Greene is going to give you the cheat code on how you can stay working. Because this brother is working. Yeah. This brother working. He just came from LA. He shot a film in Detroit. They about to start working on Driving Force 2. This brother stays working. Tell him why. Yep. Tell him why, Lester.
So I had a friend of mine. He's from New York City, talented actor, Eric Robertson. He was telling me about FICOR. And I was saying, what's FICOR? He was saying, well, FICOR is something that you declare as an actor so that you can do non-union work and union work. So I said, well, how can I declare FICOR? He said, well, first you got to join the union, the SAG union. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, all right. So I ended up booking a Crown Royal commercial. It was a non-union commercial at first, but then for whatever reason, they changed it. It became a SAG project. I made $8,000 from it. It was a buyout. But because it was a SAG project and I got paid $8,000, I used that money to join SAG. As you know, joining SAG is expensive.
It's
$3,000-$4,000. It's not cheap. So I wasn't going to just join SAG by paying out of my own pocket. But because I booked that commercial for Crown Royal, I used my money, joined SAG. So then I went back to Eric Robertson. Okay, I'm SAG. Now what? He said, okay, all you got to do is write a letter. Send it over to SAG. Tell them you want to declare FICOR. I said, really? I said, can I do it right away? He said, yeah, you can do it right away. So I wrote the letter and I became FICOR. So he was telling me the reason why he's FICOR is because he does a lot of non-union commercials. He does a lot of non-union projects that pay cash, pay money that he can use to live. And he was saying to himself, he said, if I join SAG and I stay SAG, I'm not going to be able to do any more of those non-union projects anymore. So he said, why not have the best of both worlds? I'm going to do non-union work and I'm going to do union work. So I said, say no more. So I declared FICOR. And now, because I'm FICOR, I'm able to do a Snatched, which is the name of the film that we shot in California with my dear friend Andrew R. McAllister and Nadira Nas Panky with S. Carter Productions. I'm able to do that. Or I'm getting ready to shoot a film in Vegas in 2 weeks with Miss Michelle. It's a non-union project, but because I'm FICOR, I can do it. But I could also turn around and do a Wu-Tang, an American Saga, which is a SAG TV show. I did that. Why? Because I'm FICOR. I can do union projects, and then I can do the non-union projects as well. So I'm getting the best of both worlds. Now, again, it might not be for everybody. I know a lot of people who just want to be SAG. Like, oh, no, I want to be in the union. I want to get all the perks, and that's fine. For me, I just want to work, and I want to stay creative. I want to stay active.
Yeah.
Because for me, I can't just sit still and not do anything. I'd rather do a non-union film. I'd rather do a short film than just sit at home waiting for my agent to get me a SAG audition. Right?
Yeah.
When the SAG audition comes, I'll be ready for it. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep working on the non-union projects.
And here, oh man, here's the silver lining on that though.
Mm-hmm.
You're staying in the gym, staying prepared.
I'm getting them reps, bro. I'm getting them reps up.
You're getting those reps. There's nothing like being in action. It's nothing like being in action. You can take acting classes all day, but being on set, having that experience on a weekly or monthly basis, that's priceless. That's priceless.
For real. I'll give, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, can you kind of break it down on why SAG will even allow you to kind of straddle that fence like that?
The thing is they don't, because I had to call them on the phone and I talked to them. They were trying to talk me out of it because they want me to stay in the union because they make more money that way.
Right.
But I remember my friend Eric Robinson said, listen, whatever you do, don't let them persuade you. Don't let them talk you out of it. This is what you want to do. Tell them you want to declare FICOR, and that's it. And that's what I did. I stuck with it. I wasn't going to change my mind. And I'm glad that I stayed with that decision. I'm glad that I made that decision. It's been a blessing. I'll give you another example with Dennis Reed. We just filmed a series show called Street Legal. He had a casting call in Detroit. I said to myself, okay, you know what? I'm going to fly out there. It's a non-union project. Flew out there, did the audition, and Dennis Reed and his team remembered me. And I would say maybe a few months later, I got a phone call. Hey, Lester, listen, the actor that we had for such and such role can't make it. Can you make it? I said, sure. When do you need me down there? We need you out here tomorrow. The next day, I literally had to fly out the next day.
Wow.
Dennis Reed put me up in a hotel, paid for everything, and I will never forget that. But again, I stay ready so I don't got to get ready.
Yeah.
I got my reps up. Even though it was short notice, I have a great memory. I'm confident with my acting. I knew I could pull it off. Some actors can't do that. They need time to prepare. Like, oh, I need the script for 2 weeks. I need the lines. I didn't even run my lines with the scene partners. And nah, I'm good. I'm ready to go. Put me in the game, coach. There you go.
One more question about the FICOR thing. Once you declare FICOR, can you go back just fully SAG?
You can. I'm glad you asked that. You can, but SAG has to approve it. It's like they vote for it on the board, and a lot of times they give you a lot of pushback. They give you a lot of resistance.
Really?
They're like, oh, why you want to come back now? You were so quick to leave. Now you want to come back. But for me, I'm happy being FICOR. Yeah. So I don't see myself going back. But again, it's a choice that I made. FICOR is not for everybody.
Okay.
But for me, it works.
So you can do SAG, right? But you don't get all the benefits from SAG.
Well, what do you mean? From FICOR?
Yeah, so because you're FICOR, you said you can
you don't get with FICOR, you don't get all of the perks that a SAG actor would get in terms of getting passes for screenings and things like that. Okay. But again, I'm not really interested in that. Right. I just want to work.
Yeah, you love the art.
I love the art. I love to create.
Yeah.
I want to do what I love. So to me, it's not about being a certain actor, having that label, that tag of being SAG. I want to work.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't about the fame.
It ain't about the fame. Bro. It ain't about the fame.
You're a living success story. That's success. People need to understand that is what success looks like. Because everybody's
Yeah.
not gonna be famous, but you could be successful,
Ooh, I like that.
right?
I do.
Everybody's not gonna be famous.
I
Everybody's
love that.
thirsty for fame, but everybody's not gonna be famous. But you could be successful. But people get so
Yeah.
caught up in being famous that they miss being successful. They miss the opportunity to be successful.
I
They do.
like that. I
They
just want to
do.
be able to provide for my family,
Absolutely.
and I want to live comfortably. That's really what it boils down to.
Brother, that's what it's all about, man.
That's what it's all about.
And when you get older and wiser, you really understand that. But as a child, you sometimes you don't understand that. But as you get
You
older,
don't.
you got them responsibilities, and you just want peace
Yeah.
in your life. And just,
Ooh. Say
brother,
that again,
all you
bro.
want to be able to do is just provide for your family and just go out and enjoy life, man.
I
You know,
agree.
create
It's
memories.
wow.
Oh, bro, that's
Yeah.
basically 9 years in the making of that album that you released last year.
Well, no, not really. So the album I kind of wrote over the course of, well, I guess you could say, but I didn't know that I was making an album when I was writing some of those songs.
Yeah, I'm saying like you drew off the experiences over the 9 years, and pretty much
Oh,
in
yeah.
business. Yeah, so it's a culmination of that.
Yes.
So because a lot of people, when artists they make it big or whatever, and it's like their first album and it's a mega album, and they actually wrote some of it. It's like it took them their whole life to get to that point to make that album, And people think, oh, it's an overnight sensation. I was like, no, because I know people like. I used to be in the business too. I hopped out of it a long time ago. We're not here to talk about that.
Okay.
There's people that I know that have put out music, and when I knew them back when, they had that song, and then now everybody knows the song. You know what I mean? And it's like, wow, just to see how that song grew from there to here, and now it's like music never dies as long as it's of quality, some substance. It will never die. You can always put out a good song. It doesn't matter what year. You might change the riffs a little bit. You might change the music, the bass line, the drum line, whatever. But the music, the words.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It lives.
Yeah.
It really does. So it's just like amazing. So yeah, 9 years in the making. You put out your album.
Well, I want to just be clear because only one song came from that long ago.
But
all
the
the rest
experiences, though.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. You're right.
But go ahead. No, I'm sorry to cut you off. But go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, so like one of the songs, YGBA, for example, is like the 9th song on the album. I wrote that in 2014. So yeah, okay. And I had that experience. But Spread Love, the rest of the songs on there, I've written over the last 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
I fell in love, and then I also, but you're right. No, you're right in another way, because Spread Love is what I decided that if I were to pass away, that I would want that on my tombstone. I would want people to be reminded to spread love. So
okay.
I thought of that like 10 years ago. So you're right. There's some things that are the experiences that are from long ago. Some of them were recent, but it's a combination.
Culmination. It's all in there. Yes. Yeah. How did it feel when you finally released that though? How did that feel?
Surreal. Surreal. I was just like, wait, what? Okay. It was just like I woke up and it was done. Whoa, I made it. Like I really did it. Wow. That was the feeling. It was just like, wow, I'm here.
And I talk to this a lot with artists that come on here. I'm like, that's success. It's not what Instagram tells you success is. It's not what your friends tell you success is. It's not what TV tells you success is. That's success. You put out an album. You could actually go on the road and tour with that album.
That's true.
And the way you sound, I know, I haven't heard the whole album. I heard a couple songs, but I know it sounds good. And I know you could probably, starting out, you could probably open up. You could be an open act. You could go on the road with that album. That's success. You turned an idea into something amazing, and that's success. And you could actually eat off that. If you work it in the right channels and whatever, you could eat off that. You know what I'm saying? You can make a living off that. That's success.
Yes.
And all the other stuff comes along the way, but that's success. And that's what people need to understand. And when they can hone in on that and understand that, then that other success that they're thinking about will come. You know what I mean? Because when you focus
like the material things and things like that.
Yeah. And the fame or whatever, the drugs, the fame and all that, that'll come. But when you're focused on that, it's an uphill battle. It's a fight, and you might
Yeah.
not stay there long. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, kudos to
Yeah.
you. So let's talk about, you have a new single, "Glowing," right?
Yes, yes.
Tell us about this song.
Glowing. Okay, so I told you earlier about going to school for modeling so that I could build my self esteem. I
Mm-hmm.
struggled with self confidence when I was little, and it kind of, little bits of it have trickled into my adulthood, kind of being concerned about when people are looking at me a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I've kind of become like little famous, people actually do take my pictures and stuff when I'm not looking, and that's weird to me. Very weird. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Um, so that was happening, and I was in the car with my husband. I was like, babe, why are people always staring at me and they're like taking pictures and stuff? He's like, baby, maybe it's because you're nice. Maybe it's because you're beautiful. They see something inside of you that is attracting them. It's a glow, you know? And I was like, okay. I guess because when I see someone that's beautiful, I go and tell them, you know? I'm like, y'all
Yeah.
talk to me, tell me, instead of like making it weird. Because I'll tell you, you know? And so I wrote a song around that. Because I know that even though I'm much more confident than I used to be, there are people who are on a different level of struggle with social anxiety and with,
Right. Yeah.
you know, being concerned about how they look and if that works for society. But I just wanted to remind people that it's not about that stuff. Like when people are concerning themselves with you in any capacity, they see some light in you, I think, you know?
Yeah.
When I'm talking about like just admiring you and they're staring and they're looking, even some people when they're like bullying you, it's because they see something in you a lot of times that they wish that they could also project, you know, or reflect.
Right.
They see a beautiful reflection of themselves and they're kind of upset with themselves that they're not seeing that in them. So
Absolutely.
yeah, that's what it's all about, that you're glowing. That's why people are all in your business or just watching you or whatever kind of thing.
Well, I have the song. I'm gonna play it so we all can
Yeah.
be amazed by it. I didn't find a music video. You don't have a music video for it yet, do you?
I'm working on one, an
Okay.
artificial
All right.
intelligence one.
All right. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll be interesting.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything because I would play the
Not
video if
yet.
you had the video, but I didn't find that, so we're gonna play the audio with a visual,
Awesome.
but not the music video.
A video with audio.
Right, exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Shailaun, "Glowing." Your voice is amazing.
Thank you.
Your voice, man, you
Thank
have
you.
it. You have it.
Thank you so much.
You have it. You really do. You really
Thank
have it.
you.
Oh my
Thank you.
God.
Thank you. I appreciate
Seriously.
that. I came a long
Oh
way.
my God. Don't you ever change that. Do you ever feel like the pressures to, you know, to conform to mainstream? Do you get that? Or do you kind of supersede that because you produce your own music, you write your own music? How does that work?
I don't feel too much pressure. I do see that I make a lot of slow, soothing music, and sometimes I wonder if, specifically for like sync songwriting, like music for TV and commercial, I wonder if I should make more upbeat music.
Okay.
But that's really it. I don't feel the pressure at all to conform to what's going on right now because
Well,
I feel like I'm filling in a gap. There's nothing really in this space where I'm at.
you really are. Sade made a career off of slower
Yes.
songs than what you're singing.
Soothing. Yeah, that's
very,
true.
very soothing. So it's
Yes.
definitely a place, and it's the time for it. It really is the time
I
for it.
think so too. It was right
Oh my
on time
God.
because I had no idea that this type of thing would be happening right now, and it
Yeah.
just worked out.
I'm good. I'm good.
So look. Since you already talked about this, you mentioned this. You said you're looking at yourself, and you're like, man, we are the shit. I want to just point something out to you.
Yes.
I really love what you guys are doing. You guys look like you are having so much fun. I love how you're selling it. You are selling an experience that embodies a product, a service, a lifestyle, and a culture. Like,
Card. Wait. Card.
Yeah,
Stop
bring it in.
right
Bring it in,
there.
baby. Bring it in.
Stop. No. It's wild to me that you just encapsulated all of Melz Grillz. It's like, what are people missing that you're seeing that other people are not? Because it's very clear to us.
yes.
So I'm sorry. I wanted to just say thank you for that, because it's like
Yo.
when we say it, it's like, but obviously we're doing the right things because people see it and get it. Okay,
Yeah.
I just
People. I don't know. I can't speak for other people. Maybe they're just looking at one aspect of it. But the type of person I am, I get it. I get it, because here's the thing, and I always tell people this too, like, social media and all that. Like, I get what social media is for, especially when it comes to a business owner, entrepreneur. So whatever you're posting, I get it. That you're doing it for a reason. That's marketing. So I understand that, and I see the culmination of all that you're doing for an experience. And at the end of the day, just be real about it. It makes you feel good when people see your videos. Because if it makes me feel good, I know it makes them feel good, and it's gonna make people say, "Hey, you know what? Let me check into that." They make having a grill look fun. Let me go see what that's about.
Not even. Listen, he gets it, because what we're doing,
interview done.
Nobody else has ever done. No mother-daughter team, and we make it look good because we got drip. We're fabulous. We have a luxury custom product, and we real people. We're not stuck up.
Not only that, the care and the bedside manner, the cleanliness, the expertise. It's crazy to me. People are willing to put down hundreds, or not hundreds of thousands in some cases, but thousands of dollars. And it's like, your teeth are jacked up, and you're giving someone the power to jack them up further. But you come to us and you have to pay a consultation fee to see a real licensed dentist, and you're like, oh, that doesn't make sense. But you're gonna in the cut swap meet, and then you're going to pay them 10, 15 bands, and then, but you know what it is? It's we're Black women.
Yeah, that's exactly
what it is.
And listen. It's probably that. It's probably that, but also people's value systems are messed up. What do they value? They probably value their car over their hygiene, over their.
You want to hear something? You are absolutely right, because I got patients, and this is crazy. Like, their front teeth will be broken to the gum line, and I'll tell them, okay, precious, it's in the front of your mouth. Get an implant. And these people will want to nickel and dime you. Not like, baby, it's in the front of your mouth. Now you can have everything else in the back, like with nothing, but in the front of your mouth, invest some money. And they want to nickel and dime you when we're giving you top quality care. We're putting implants in the right position. We're doing state of the art dentistry. So there comes a point where you can lead people to the water, but you can't make them drink. You give them the information the best way you can and move on. But Ariel and I, bar none. I mean, I looked at that, Ariel. Did you really look at that intro, Ariel? We are really fabulous. I mean, I know it. We're fabulous. See that way. Look at Kris Jenner. And I'm like, but she is the one that styles me. She is the one that, everything that I do is because of her.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, desirability sells. You got to be desirable. Your experience got to be desirable. Your clothes got to be desirable. Your looks got to be desirable. Even if you're not shallow and superficial, you still got to sell it. You got a business to run.
I like you.
It's entertainment at the end of the day too. You know what I mean?
You really got something there. And you gave me 3 points. And I'm like 3 times older than you, but you gave me 3 pieces of insight that I'm going to take with us to Melz Grillz. And you didn't charge me for it.
Take that. It's free. Hey, listen, it's free game on this show. You drop free.
I like that.
You drop free game, I drop free game. That's what this show is about. Well, what I tell you, it's all about providing value. And we take, we give and take. We give and take. And I hope the audience can take something from this too, even if they're not a doctor or selling grills, they're selling something. Like I said, everybody these days wants to be an entrepreneur. They want to break away from the 9 to 5. They want to do something. And even if they are within the 9 to 5, you can still take these values away and say, you know what, I'm gonna shift this over here and do something that's gonna elevate me in my profession or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because the Holy Spirit. Let me just say something to the audience. I don't know who's listening, but you can do anything you put your mind to. God will drop an idea into your heart, and that idea at the time might seem crazy and insurmountable. Look that word up, insurmountable. But if God drop it in your heart, He drop it in there for a reason.
Yes, Lord.
Crazy. I've been doing dentistry for almost 30 years. Now we're pivoting because God said, turn this way and do something different. So the crazier the God-driven idea is, the more God will get the glory, because you know that you cannot do it in your own strength.
Yes.
Period.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
It's like, read the Bible. Like, Moses stuttered, Abraham old, like Jesus, God in the flesh, like who, like, Mary a virgin. Like, he uses people that are not qualified. He qualifies the call. He doesn't call the qualified.
Ratchet, low life, prostitutes, murderers, adulterers. He loved them type of people.
Yes.
That's people who we go after in our ministry.
Yes.
We be looking for the lowest life form.
Those are and here's the thing. People gotta understand, those are the people who turn into leaders because they've been through life. They've experienced things. They've been through life. They know what it feels to do without, to be hurt, whatever.
When we write our book, it's gonna be a New York Times bestseller because we done been through some shit.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
I love it. I love it. And like I was telling Ariel, make sure I say that right. Like I was telling Ariel, she said, we want to come on, we want to talk about the journey. And I was like, that's what this is about. Let's talk about the journey. You know what I mean? That little dash in between the date and today. That journey right there. Let's talk about that. Because that's what people need to know about. And that's what they want to hear. And that's what people are longing for, especially on Instagram and all that social media stuff. They see, like they see the production, right? But they still want to know, like, how'd you get there? How did you get there? Nobody's talking about that because now they feel vulnerable. They don't want to have you poking holes in their story or, whatever the facade. But that's what matters. And that's what builds other people up. And that's what we're here for.
I got something to say. I just had a Holy Spirit revelation. I'm about to cry. When you think about Satan and the adversary, like his role, he is a cap. He is a liar. In the word it says, I came so that they may have life and have life to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? You shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. So if you speaking the truth, telling the truth, and a partial truth is a lie. You know what I mean? So you have to tell the truth because that is the only way people get freedom. That is the only way people experience the tangible spirit of the God. And so it just, I've always been an oversharer. I've always been a person that's like say the things that are like not supposed to be said. And it's like I get the hush. And it's like, well, excuse my French, y'all motherfuckers lying. I hate a liar. I hate being called a liar because I'm not a liar. Like, I'm going to tell you what's up. You know what I mean? And this Instagram thing, especially in my generation, it's really bred this like mental illness of like cap.
Yes.
Like, and it's like, and God bless the Instagram girls and all of that. And it's like, you are like, I feel personally responsible to help actually lead young women down like real shit. You know what I mean? Like real life. And so I can't get with the whole cap. Like, you fuck for them bags. Be for real, girl.
I got two things to say
to
that.
Be for real.
I got two things to say to that.
Your booty. Be for real. Like, just say what it is.
Listen to me. As a man,
I'm done.
A female could be the most beautiful woman out there, right?
Right.
You're a liar.
Ooh,
ugly to me.
Who are you telling?
You are ugly to me. I despise a liar.
Who are you telling?
It's funny that you're talking about the truth because A friend of mine, she has her own podcast show, talk show, and she hit me up and she was like, "Hey, I want you to fill out this questionnaire for me. I'm gonna do a segment, and start bringing some of the people I know on the show and all like all that type of stuff, right?" So she had a question on there, and it was like, "What do you wish the media would change, or what do you wish would change? What do you wish that what do you wish would change in media, something like that, right?" And I just said, "I wish they would just start telling the truth."
Right, right. That wouldn't sell. That wouldn't sell. That wouldn't sell.
Somehow, some way, the truth has to be told, though.
Right.
It's
right,
a
right.
fine line, I get it, but nobody wants to walk that tightrope.
It's going to take a revolution of people who are not afraid.
Come on, Holy Spirit.
It's going to take a revolution of people who are not afraid to tell
the remnant for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like, this is it, y'all. Y'all think we gonna have 6 more generations in this climate? They just shut up the school in Tennessee. The children are dying. Y'all really think we gonna keep being here?
Yeah.
The king is coming. So it's like, choose, like, make a decision now. And it don't. This is what I try to tell people. Like, I'm always blown that God uses me, because, like, we regular, like, I like to be in a trap. You know what I mean? I smoke a little weed from time to time. I like to go to the house and have a good time. I'm a regular girl, but I love Jesus Christ. I'll die behind my faith. And that's on everything. I'll die behind my faith. And so I feel like this world that we live in is so diluted. And it's like people are so cast under Satan's spell. And it's like, y'all, please, you're leading yourself to death. And there is a way better way. You just have to be open.
And people, listen, it's gotten so bad that people are okay with believing a lie. They'll just let the lie just go.
Oh, of course. Of course. But the thing is, I keep telling y'all, that's another facet of Melz Grillz. Like, how many we be going into the traps, into the crack houses, looking for mugs who we can bless, looking for mugs to say, you can't fall too far for Jesus to lift you up. Looking for
nobody
mugs,
is far.
I don't care how much dope you smoke. I don't care how much ash you sold. God loves you. All you got to do is repent and bring him into your life as your Lord and Savior.
Yes.
Are we straight soldiers for Christ?
Yes.
Yeah. That's why our journey has been so difficult. That's why now in retrospect, excuse me. Now in retrospect, I'm like, oh, I see why stuff has been so hard for me, because Satan wanted me to quit.
Yeah.
Because it's like I saw, like, my mom knows, my story, and like I used to work in music. Like, I have given away I'm just a giver. I'm a lover, and it's like I have been underpicked and undervalued, and just all of these things. I'm like, but God, I can really. Respectfully, humbly, I'm better than these people. Like, not like the anointing you gave me. I haven't even had one project of a budget that, like, I can really show what I can do. So what you see with Melz Grillz is like level 2 of what is really inside of me. So I'm like, God, I love clapping for people. I'm happy for people. Yeah. But, like, I'm like, when is it gonna be my turn? Because I have waited patiently, been through hell and high water.
Let me tell you right now. Let me tell you. It is your turn right now. I see it. I see it. I'm telling you, when I see your visuals on Instagram, it feels good. I get it. It's put together. I get it. You understand it. You know your purpose. You know your vision. You're selling it to the T, and whoever can't get that, they're blind, or they're in denial, or they're just a hater. Let me say this: the strongest thing you can have in your life is a strong personal relationship with God. Period. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I grew up Baptist, and I left the church for a long time, and I don't know, it was a shift in me, and I prayed about it. And I was like, God, I'm here. I'm worshiping you. I'm building this relationship with you. And I got the ultimate ultimate relationship with God. And I'm gonna tell you right now, what got me back into the church is my children. I was like, you know what? I need to give them that foundation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And let them grow with that. And then once they get of age, they can choose.
So they make up their own mind. You got it.
Exactly.
You got it.
But I
They
need
meet
them.
him for themselves, for sure. It's important to have a personal.
And since we're being totally transparent, I've been a single mama for 25 years and raised Ariel in the church. I mean, she went to church with me from the time she was an embryo till she went off to college. But it was that foundation that when we had a season of separation, it was true in the word of God. If you raise them up in the church, they may depart, but they coming back.
They're coming back.
When we went through a season of separation, where I didn't even know where my child was, and me and Ariel been like this. And we went through a season of separation, but God is so sovereign that he had ordained this before the foundation of time, that we would be separated, first of all, so that we could be more dependent on him.
Yes.
And he grew us both up. When he brought us back together, I've been in church all my life, but I really learned the value of trusting God and casting all your cares on him and believing that he is able and believing that he loves you and believing that he got the situation under control. And when I tell you, God is a restorer of relationships,
yes, he is.
Back together. Y'all wait to the book. Y'all need to have a relationship.
When they talking about when they say this cliche thing of let it go, and if it comes back to you, then you know that wasn't just for romance.
No,
right?
It's for
you gotta let it, sometimes you gotta depart and let it go and let it grow. And if it's real, it's coming back. And you know that's motherly love. That's a daughter loving a mother loving a daughter. That's coming back. And she's never gonna forget what you've taught her. She's never gonna forget what was instilled in her through all them years in church. And you know, under your tutelage, she's never gonna forget that. And I went through something like that with my son too. And I knew he was coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew he was coming back, because you cannot go out into the world and mess up and lie on me and say you weren't taught well and you weren't taught the right way. You can't do that. So you coming back, because I know what was instilled in you.
Right. And the thing is, God, he has a plan for us. So he took us apart to grow us up and make us stronger. See, he's so smart. So when he brought us back together, we're soaring now.
Oh, it's like magic. It's like magic. Look at you now.
Yeah.
You should admire those videos and look at that and say, girl, look at us.
Yeah.
Because it's deeper than you just saying, girl, look at us. If you wouldn't tell your story, if you would have never just told that story, it would just surface value, right? Like, girl, look at us. But you really saying, look at us. Look at all the stuff we've been through.
Boy, you need to be in the pulpit somewhere.
For real.
You only listen. It goes deeper than that. We just scratching the surface.
Hey, you guys, if you're looking for work, if your mouth messed up, you need some help. Dr. Melz Grillz, Melz Grillz, Ariel, just check them. All the links are in the description down below. You know where to find them. They ain't hard to find, like Prime said. They ain't hard to find.
We'll come to you too.
Right.
Yes.
They'll come to you. They'll get you squared away. But listen, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a phenomenal show, man. You know where I'm at every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here. So kicking it with somebody like Dr. Melz and Ariel. We love y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We out of here. Peace and love, y'all.
God bless. Bye.
Bye.